Ever wondered how a man could shape the financial landscape of an entire nation? That man was J.P. Morgan. As we delve into the annals of American banking history, one name stands out like a beacon, a name synonymous with power, wealth, and influence. That name is John Pierpont Morgan, better known as J.P. Morgan. His story is a riveting tale of ambition, perseverance, and financial prowess that forever changed the course of American finance. J.P. Morgan was not just a man, but a phenomenon. Born in the mid-19th century, his life spanned an era of unprecedented growth and change. His vision and acumen helped shape the financial sector into what we know today. He was a pivotal figure who played a leading role in developing modern banking practices, and his influence extended far beyond the confines of Wall Street. His legacy is etched in the foundations of global finance. He was a titan, a man who wielded immense power, and his decisions could make or break economies. He was the mastermind behind some of the biggest financial deals of his time, and his investment strategies are still studied by aspiring financiers today. But what was it that set Morgan apart? How did he rise from being a young man in Hartford, Connecticut, to becoming a titan of Wall Street? What were the choices, the challenges, the triumphs, and the setbacks that shaped his journey? And how did his actions impact the world around him? In this video, we'll unravel the enigma of J.P. Morgan. We'll explore his life, his career, his successes, and his failures. We'll delve into his strategies, his philosophies, and his legacy. And we'll try to understand how one man could wield such immense power and influence. So who was this man who became a titan of Wall Street? Join us as we delve into the intriguing life and times of J.P. Morgan. Born into a world of privilege in 1837, J.P. Morgan was destined for greatness from the start. The son of a successful financier, Junius Spencer Morgan, and Juliet Pierpont, John Pierpont Morgan, fondly known as J.P. Morgan, was born in Hartford, Connecticut. His father's influence and the wealth of his family played a significant role in shaping his future. Growing up, Morgan was introduced to the world of finance at a tender age. His father's business dealings and financial acumen provided young Morgan with an invaluable education. He was not just a passive observer, he was an active participant in the family's financial affairs. This hands-on experience in his early years was instrumental in honing his skills and understanding of the financial world. Education, too, played a pivotal part in molding Morgan's future. His initial education took place at Boston's English High School, where he was known for his mathematical ability. Later, he attended the University of Göttingen in Germany, where he received a degree in art history. This combination of a solid academic background and a deep understanding of finance served as the bedrock of his future achievements. But it wasn't just his family's wealth and his education that set the stage for his future success. Morgan's early experiences, such as his travels in Europe and his exposure to different cultures and economies, broadened his horizons. It opened his eyes to the vast possibilities that lay in the world of banking and finance. His early life was replete with experiences that shaped his character and his business acumen. He learned the importance of hard work, perseverance, and strategic thinking. He developed a keen eye for opportunities and a knack for making wise investments. These traits, combined with his privileged upbringing, equipped him with the tools he needed to navigate the turbulent waters of finance. These formative years laid the groundwork for Morgan's illustrious career in banking, a career that saw him rise to become one of the most influential figures in the world of finance, a titan of Wall Street, and a name synonymous with wealth and power. His early life was the springboard that propelled him into a world of immense success and enduring legacy. With a solid foundation, J.P. Morgan stepped confidently into the world of finance. This was a world that was as vast and unpredictable as the ocean, yet Morgan was ready to navigate it with the precision of a seasoned mariner. Initially, he set sail on his financial journey in London, working at the international banking house Peabody, Morgan & Company. Here he cut his teeth on the gritty reality of international finance, honing his skills and building a reputation that was as solid as the Bank of England itself. Morgan's early career was marked by a series of significant deals that not only defined his trajectory, but also shaped the future of American finance. One of his first major feats was the purchase of the Albany and Susquehanna Railroad in 1869. This audacious move not only demonstrated Morgan's knack for spotting a good deal, but also his willingness to take calculated risks. In the years that followed, Morgan continued to grow his influence in the banking industry. His reputation as a shrewd and savvy businessman spread, and his name became synonymous with financial acumen. His role in the reorganization of the Pennsylvania Railroad in the 1870s further cemented his status as a formidable player in finance. Yet, his influence wasn't limited to the railroads. He was instrumental in the formation of several major corporations, including General Electric and the United States Steel Corporation, the first billion-dollar corporation in the world. These ventures demonstrated his ability to not just spot potential, but to cultivate it, nurturing fledgling businesses into thriving enterprises. As he navigated the world of finance, Morgan became more than just a banker. He was a deal-maker, a risk-taker, and an influencer. He was a man who understood the power of money and knew how to wield it to create wealth, not just for himself, but for an entire nation. This was just the beginning. Morgan was poised to change the face of American banking forever. His footprints in the sands of finance were deep and enduring, marking the path for those who would follow in his footsteps. Armed with ambition and a keen business sense, J.P. Morgan began his ascent to the top. He was not just a man with a plan, but a man with a grand vision, a vision that would change the landscape of American commerce and industry. At the heart of his success lie his major accomplishments. He orchestrated some of the most significant mergers of the time, including the formation of General Electric and the International Harvester Company. But perhaps his most renowned accomplishment was the creation of U.S. Steel. In the early 20th century, Morgan bought out industrialist Andrew Carnegie and consolidated several steel companies into one colossal entity. U.S. Steel became the first billion-dollar corporation in the world, a testament to Morgan's business acumen and tenacity. His handling of the Panic of 1907 further cemented his reputation as a formidable figure in finance. The Panic was a financial crisis that almost led to a complete economic collapse. But Morgan, with his deep pockets and deeper understanding of the financial markets, intervened. He pledged large sums of his own wealth, convinced other New York bankers to do the same, and even roped in the U.S. Treasury. His actions not only staved off a potential disaster, but also underscored the need for a central banking system, leading to the creation of the Federal Reserve. Morgan's influence was undeniable. He was not just a banker, he was a force that shaped the American economy. His moves, his deals, his decisions, they didn't just impact his own fortune, they affected the lives of millions in the course of a nation. In his ascent to the top, J.P. Morgan didn't just rise, he soared, and in doing so, he lifted the American economy with him, molding it into a global powerhouse. Morgan's influence was undeniable. He was not just a banker, he was a force that shaped the American economy. J.P. Morgan wasn't just climbing the ladder of success, he was building his own. As we delve into the peak years of Morgan's career, we find an individual whose influence on Wall Street was nothing short of monumental. His financial prowess was not only defined by the wealth he amassed, but also by the impact he had on the financial landscape of America. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Morgan was the unofficial central banker of the United States, a time before the Federal Reserve even existed. He had a knack for steering the American economy through financial crises. His interventions during the Panic of 1893 and again in the Panic of 1907 were pivotal moments that showcased his financial acumen and his ability to stabilize the economy. But Morgan's influence extended beyond crisis management. He financed and consolidated several major corporations. His vision and capital led to the formation of United States Steel Corporation, the first billion-dollar company in the world. He also played a significant role in the development of America's railroads, which were the backbone of the country's burgeoning economy. Morgan was a shrewd and astute financier. He was known for his piercing gaze, which was said to intimidate even the toughest of businessmen. His decisions, often bold and unorthodox, shaped the way Wall Street operated. He was a force to be reckoned with, a titan in a world of giants. His legacy in the banking industry is undeniable. The institution he built, J.P. Morgan & Company, remains one of the world's leading financial firms. His practices and strategies have influenced generations of bankers and financiers, shaping the face of modern finance. And so, J.P. Morgan had transformed from a privileged child to a titan of Wall Street. His journey, marked by ambition, resilience, and innovation, is a testament to his indomitable spirit and enduring impact on the world of finance. J.P. Morgan left behind more than just a successful banking firm. Indeed, his legacy is felt far beyond the world of finance. He was known not only for his business acumen, but also for his philanthropic efforts. Morgan was a man of many passions, and he used his wealth to support causes close to his heart. One of Morgan's most significant contributions was in the realm of art and culture. He was a fervent art collector, amassing a vast collection comprising thousands of pieces from all over the world. But he wasn't content to keep these treasures to himself. He believed in sharing the beauty of art with the public. He generously donated much of his collection to museums, most notably the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, where it continues to inspire and educate visitors today. Morgan also had a profound impact on the world of academia. He was a generous benefactor to educational institutions, providing funds for libraries and research. He believed in the power of knowledge and sought to make it accessible to all. But perhaps the most enduring part of Morgan's legacy is his impact on the banking industry. His innovative practices and strategic vision laid the groundwork for modern banking. His firm, J.P. Morgan & Company, has grown into one of the world's leading financial institutions, continuing to influence global finance. Yet his legacy goes beyond his tangible contributions. Morgan's story is a testament to the power of ambition, tenacity, and vision. His life serves as an inspiration to those who dare to dream big and work hard to make those dreams a reality. So it is clear that J.P. Morgan was more than just a banker. He was a philanthropist, a patron of the arts, an advocate for education, and a visionary in finance. His legacy extends beyond finance, echoing in the realms of art, culture, and philanthropy. So, what can we glean from the life and achievements of J.P. Morgan? We've journeyed through the life of a man who was more than just a banker. Born into privilege, John Pierpont Morgan's life was a tapestry woven with threads of determination, shrewd business acumen, and an unyielding vision for America's financial future. His story is not just about a man, but about an era, a time when industry was king and the country was on the brink of a new century ripe with opportunities. From his early years, Morgan was groomed for greatness. His upbringing, steeped in high society and rigorous education, laid the foundation of a titan in the making. Yet it was his venture into the world of finance that truly set the stage for his meteoric rise. Morgan's knack for making profitable investments and his tenacity in the face of adversity propelled him to the pinnacle of Wall Street. But Morgan's influence didn't stop at banking. He was a patron of the arts, a benefactor of culture, and a man who understood the value of giving back. His philanthropic efforts are a testament of his belief in enriching society, not just through wealth, but also through knowledge and culture. His legacy, however, is perhaps his most enduring contribution. Morgan's name is synonymous with American banking. His financial strategies and business ventures laid the groundwork for the modern banking system. His foresight during the Panic of 1893 and 1907 stabilized the American economy, earning him a place in history as a savior of Wall Street. Morgan's story is a testament to the power of vision, the importance of resilience, and the impact one individual can have on the course of history. His life serves as a reminder that success is not just about accumulating wealth, but about making a difference, about leaving a legacy that transcends time. J.P. Morgan, a man of privilege, a titan of banking, a patron of the arts, and a figure whose influence continues to shape America's financial landscape. We've journeyed through the life of J.P. Morgan, a man whose name is synonymous with American banking. We've seen his humble beginnings, his daring entrance into finance, and his ascension to the top of Wall Street. A titan in his own right, Morgan's influence was felt far and wide, and his legacy continues to shape the world of finance today. This is the power of a single life, a single journey. It's a testament to the limitless potential that resides within each of us. Morgan's story is a reminder that our pasts do not define us. Instead, it's our actions and choices that shape our destiny. Whether we're starting from scratch or taking over a family business, the opportunity for greatness is always within reach. It's up to us to seize it. So as we close this chapter, let's take a moment to reflect on Morgan's life, his achievements, and his enduring influence. Let's remember the lessons we've learned and the inspiration we've gained, and let's take these insights and use them to shape our own journeys. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of J.P. Morgan. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from history.